What's the world?
Yeah, John, why were you late? What are you doing? You can't have a busy life. Don't
Dude,
pretend.
any excuse I give can't make that right, man. I'm not even gonna give an excuse. How could I be late for the podcast, man?
Yo, we got emojis now? That's terrible.
Yeah, wasn't someone spamming those ones on? Yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah.
I wonder which call platform was the first to do that, because Skype has it, Discord has it, Slack has it. I bet Zoom has it. I haven't been on a Zoom call in a long time, but
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Zoom. I have to wonder if they're the first ones, but yeah.
As soon as one of them rolls out a feature like this, they all get on it as fast as possible.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Hi, I'm someone else.
Hey, I thought we agreed I could be someone else. John, you're me.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm Tyler.
No. I'm Tyler. You're me.
Oh.
I'm someone else.
Oh, I get it now. That was a good one. That was a pretty good one.
Oh boy.
Pretty bad, to be fair.
Next. Yeah. Let's skip to the next joke, guys. Yeah, let's go to the next joke.
Yeah.
John, go ahead.
You first.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. We'll just end it there.
Yeah.
Let's just wrap it up.
It's a good one.
Put a bow on it.
How are you guys doing? Is it a busy time? Is this? I never know, because sometimes some people say the summer gets very busy, but I feel like most people just sit around in this time of year. There's not a lot of stuff going on.
It's kind of wedding season, so it's not. I guess I haven't been to that many, but there's been a couple. And then, yes, we're about to move, so that's kind of busy. Don't know where we're living, but anyone else relate? Anyone else moving?
Nah.
No.
John hasn't moved in 16 years.
What'd you say?
John hasn't moved in a long time.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know. I haven't moved in a while. I haven't moved since I moved, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
So you have no idea where you're moving.
Well, we're moving to Orlando. We just don't know the exact apartments that we're moving to yet.
So you can't reveal the address yet, because we can put that in the description if you want.
Yeah. Once we'll probably know by the time the episode, is going to be aired. So I'll make sure to send that to you so you can get it in the description.
You could put it in a comment. You could pen a comment.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows my updated address. And
yes, all the new listeners in general of the podcast can just show up at your front door, right?
Yeah, because that's what happens now. After the last episode where we posted my address, that was definitely that's it. Anyways, you know how apartments have rent changing every day, when it's a decent sized complex.
They what?
You're talking about it goes up and down.
For the ones that are on the market, not for people that are living there. Obviously once you sign the lease, that's but you know how a lot of apartments do that. Their market prices change every single day.
Yeah.
And no one that I talk to has ever admitted to knowing how it works at all. So
I'm almost guessing, could it be something with demand? Like, a bunch of people
no,
move
I mean,
to
it definitely
other
is.
apartments, so, yeah. That's my best guess.
Yeah, I mean, people give vague answers, supply and demand, competitors, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I wonder if there's, like, what the things that are going into that. Because, there was an apartment we were looking at, and I looked online at the same place. We had gotten a quote for, it was like 18 something a month. And I checked, like, several days later, and it was 23 something. I was like, what? I was like, I do not understand what could possibly have happened with the market to change.
I have to wonder, maybe it has to do with maybe a bunch more people moved in and they only have a couple of apartments free now. So there's a lot more demand. So now they have to charge a higher price to recoup that, right?
See, that's what I thought maybe, but then like a day or two later, it went almost back down to where it was. So I was like, what happened?
Maybe a bunch of people moved out that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? That's weird. If it happened in that short of a time span, that's weird.
Yeah. So all this stuff is very mysterious. I would love to know the inner workings of the apartment price algorithms, but probably never will.
Yeah. There's no telling what those people at the front desk know.
Yeah. Or the on-site managers either, apparently. So it's a well-kept company executive secret, sounds like.
All right, are we done discussing trade secrets? Are we going to get in trouble here?
Do you have any trade secrets for us, Daniel? From your line?
I don't have it. I don't have any trade secrets because I don't juggle with these sorts of confidential information.
Yeah. That's pretty lame. You should get a job where you do.
Should start like collecting NDAs,
Well, John, you'll start doing that in, I don't know, 5 years? 6 years?
I'll probably have a lot of secrets, yeah.
Yeah, you can have a lot of secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Secrets of what?
People's personal lives, I guess.
Yeah.
So what are you getting into in 5 years that's gonna...
Oh, just like I'm getting into medicine.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna know everything about what's inside your body, Tyler.
Yeah. Everything.
Ooh.
He's gonna get deep inside your body.
Deep. Like up to the second or third knuckle.
Damn, that's intense.
That shit is so weird to me, though, the prostate exam. I can't imagine being an internal med, doctor and having to do that regularly to people. Apparently, it's not even that reliable of a test for prostate cancer either. So it's
really?
You're just letting someone stick a finger up your ass for a small % benefit. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I saw a study where it was not too good.
So what are you supposed to do?
I don't know, probably a scan or something, or test for other markers, I don't know, the bloodstream, whatever. There's probably a bunch of shit you can do. It's still, it's always evolving, right? What we find out.
Maybe by the time we're at the prostate exam age, we'll have an entirely different thing going up our ass to check for cancer.
Yeah, that would be
a finger.
Finger feels too personal.
Does it?
Yeah.
Maybe people like that, They want it to be a little personal. You establish a connection with your physician.
Well, maybe.
No? Okay.
Do you think, is that the kind of thing you make small talk during? Or is that is that taboo,
Stick it in. So is this the first time You've had this happen to you? Or no?
But it's
Yeah,
like,
no, that is complete dead silence when you do it. I've had to do it once for like, practice. They hire like, they call them like standardized patients, people that are paid to, allow medical students to practice. And yeah, that's really fucking awkward.
that's crazy. They hire, like, you can, like, sign up to get a prostate exam from a medical student, basically. And
Well, not to get a legitimate one, but it's just like to practice the process, I
yeah.
guess. Because, med student's not
Is
gonna
it
be able to.
is it like is it like an apprentice barber where you can like volunteer to get a haircut for free, but with the apprentice? You know what I mean?
I
Situation
don't know
like
about
that.
that. 'Cause with med school students, I mean, you're not going to catch shit that, because we're talking like subtle differences here that you probably only catch after doing this hundreds of times, I bet.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like,
so a med student doing it the first time, like, you're not going to find anything. You're just getting used to the process, right?
that would be terrible though. You're like, hey, if you really need to save money on your prostate exam, we can have a medical student do it for a huge discount, but they might not find cancer if you have it.
Might
Or
just be fingering, just like, just for no other point.
also, is
Fingering
that
for the sake of fingering.
is
Some
that
people
like
are into that, John.
the same person
Yeah.
for like all of the students? You just like multiple times in one day have to have just a
Yeah, in our case
random
it is.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm sure it's not fun, but hey, it's a living. They apparently travel all over the country.
Really. I mean, this is for like multiple things, right? Not just prostate exams that they.
Wait, what was that?
Is it for like, it's for multiple things, right? That they hire these like standard patients for?
Yeah, like gynecological stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Other shit though, like the school has its own people, like the stuff where you're just simulating a patient encounter, like where, they come in and say, my stomach hurts, like, and you do an abdominal exam, that kind of thing. And you try to figure out what the most likely causes of it are based on, all your findings and crap. Like that isn't such a sensitive thing. Like, like you don't have to import extra people.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think it would be unethical for someone that like had an actual like medical problem or something that was like diagnosed to then be like, for them to be like, okay, so this guy does have a medical problem, so see if you guys can figure it out. Is that?
Well, it's kind of hard to find people who are gonna, have the time to, because like, most people are gonna have a job, right? And these exams, these things tend to happen like in the middle of the day, so it's like, usually they just simulate it. Like, they're paid actors. They just act like they have a problem. That's probably the best you can do in most cases.
Yeah, makes sense.
Any more thoughts about amateur medical exams?
Amateur.
That's
Nah.
it's basically.
No. I have no more medical thoughts.
Same
Tyler,
here.
anything? I mean, that was like John's wheelhouse. So, anything you wanted to cover specifically? Anything that people need to know in your realm?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know that there's anything in my realm that's really big to be discussed. I think, that the amateur medical exams was really riveting to learn about. So.
Did you?
No, it's actually kind of interesting to know that they hire people to like have basically people do like practice exams, and basically the other one's actors to like act like something's wrong with them and and then
Yeah, it's pretty
diagnose it.
interesting. Yeah. Well, come on, man. You got to give us at least one topic.
Me or Daniel? I feel like Daniel's got to be the
Oh, he's got the onus is on him.
topic granter.
Oh God.
Give us a topic, Daniel. You have a
He is
list of them, right?
he is
Like a
the
big Google
experience.
Doc. You have a Google Doc of topics.
We can
back on.
go to the game. I gotta find it in here somewhere. Why do I have all these random things? There we go. What is this? Oh, I don't need this. I gotta clear out my my Google Drive here. I got a bunch of junk in here. I should be deleting. All right, let's see. I don't know what you guys have heard, so we'll just go all the way to the bottom since it's the freshest.
How often do you update this, by the way?
Whenever I remember. There's 268 questions.
Whew.
I haven't updated it in a while, so I don't. Does it have revision history? Probably. See version history. So this was last updated in May. Which that's pretty recent.
Oh, yeah. Just whenever thought occurs to you, just open it up, put something in there. Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
It's all original. So, anyway. Here's the last question on the list. Are scones dehydrated muffins?
Yeah. I'm going to go with yeah. But if we're ignoring the shape, right?
To be honest, I don't know what the hell a scone is. Like,
I mean, it really is just like a muffin that's dry as fuck. Like, they're awful.
because in my mind, it's pretty much that. It feels denser than a muffin, like a dehydrated and slightly condensed muffin, based on. But I don't know what the hell is in it. Like, I've had scones before, and I don't know what I'm eating. It's like I feel.
I thought you were saying you hadn't. Oh, yeah. Well, isn't it kind of like muffins where they can put a bunch of different ingredients and stuff in it? Like, I don't know, didn't they have like a blueberry one at Panera up at Georgia Tech? I had that one a couple times. It wasn't too dry, but the other one, whatever it was horrid.
Oh, it's a British baked good? That explains everything.
They do not know how to make food.
Wheat or oatmeal with baking powder. Okay, so I don't think that's quite a dehydrated muffin. I'm gonna say no, even though I'm still just not totally.
Maybe not by composition, but by my experience, the way it's experienced, it seems like that. Daniel, wake up. What's the next question?
I wasn't sure if you're ready. Is skiing just a winter roller coaster?
No.
No, definitely not.
So 2 no's. That's what you guys are rolling with.
Speaking of skiing, though, I did see. Have you guys been skiing before?
Nah.
I participated in the event of skiing.
You have? Or
yes, I have. John has not.
Okay.
Sounds like.
Is it true that the ski scene is pretty much just like a rich people dominated thing? Is it like that expensive to ski?
I would say there's a pretty big barrier of entry in terms of the financial side.
You think more similar to gear or the getting into a resort or whatever?
No, the resort's not too expensive. Well, I mean, okay, well, I shouldn't say that. It's all relative, right? But you can book like a day, like you can book the full day at a ski resort, I guess. Just like the skiing, obviously, not like the lodging and stuff. That would be basically pretty much what you'd expect. But just the skiing aspect, under $200. Like I would say, like a lower end one. If you can get you can probably get a cheaper one. Would be like $50, and then the higher end is $200. But you're probably talking, it depends on where you're going, obviously, and that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
how big of a place it is. But like, I wouldn't say that's too big. But then like you're adding
Gear.
just as much like for the gear. Yeah, you got to go the gear. So you're renting gear. Even the clothing, a lot of people don't have like the right pants and jacket and hat.
Oh, so it's more like bowling. I thought it was something where people tend to just buy their own gear outright, but
No, well, you don't. You can buy your own gear, that would also be another expense. If you rent, it's not too bad. It's another couple $100, I would say. They don't. You can't rent like a jacket. So you gotta bring. You're only renting like the skis themselves.
and I guess people don't tend to go skiing that often anyway, right? So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It depends. So
Unless you're
some
pro
people
or
go all the
something.
time.
That's not the
Yeah,
craziest
some
thing
people-
I've heard though. I was just thinking about how like I've never known anyone really mostly that's like gone skiing, and I thought that was just like being from the southeast. I was like, there's nowhere you can ski here, so you have to like go a far distance to get somewhere where you can actually like ski. But I realized even knowing people from other states, I was like, there's still not a lot of people that have been skiing. So I'm like, what's up with this mysterious sport where you strap planks on your legs and go down the mountain?
I mean, I live in upstate New York now, so like my coworkers will go because it's only like it's a few hour drive just to go to a place like this. You could do it in a day, right? You could drive up in the morning and then leave at night. So they'll do that, or you could even stay overnight and make it like a kind of 2-day thing. Not too bad. So it's there's a geographic aspect as well. I would say that definitely plays a role. It's very different in upstate New York.
They have synthetic, don't they? Synthetic snow?
Yeah.
Ski on synthetic snow?
Yeah, I thought they had, for, down here where it won't snow naturally, don't they have certain, ways to get around that? I hear it's not as good, but have you tried that?
I'm sure. I've heard it is definitely not as good. I don't think I've done. Oh god.
What about snowboarding too? I meant to ask you that. I know that's a common argument, right? Like, which one's more fun, skiing or snowboarding?
They're really basically the same thing.
Oh, really?
Don't tell anyone that's super into it. Well, do you want to do it on one board or two boards? I mean, obviously it's a different skill set, right? But
I hear, snowboarding's a lot less comfortable and a lot, but then the skiing, aren't the foot, restraints a lot more uncomfortable or something? I don't know. I saw a video about this a while back. I heard it's...
I would say it's personal preference. I don't think it's a huge difference. Okay. If you like surfing, like on the water, then obviously you should start with snowboarding. I would say. If you've done neither, I think you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if you've skateboarded, yeah. I mean, it's really. Do you want to face one way? It's like, how do you want to face, and do you want 2 sticks or one? Like, that's really all. It's not. Yeah. Obviously, the concept is the same. You're doing the same. Sort of skill set.
Makes sense.
I gotta check on a plumbing thing that just might have happened, so I'll be back in 30 seconds, so you guys can continue to discuss whatever.
Alright.
So, do we think Daniel's house is flooded?
Roof's probably caving in, yeah. I heard that bang a minute ago. He was like, oh, that happened. Or he said something, right?
Yeah.
Hope nothing too bad.
Hope that wasn't one of the major pipes.
Yeah.
No, everything's fine. I think it was just a neighbor that had something. And then I think it wasn't that bad. I've discussed this on the show, but for our first time listeners, I live in the basement of a 3-story, 6 apartment building. So I'm downstream of a lot of flow.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah. So I hear a lot of stuff, or I deal with the consequences of a lot of stuff.
Makes sense.
It gets a little sketchy sometimes. For most of the time, it's fine. But like every once in a while, I'm like, oh shoot, did that?
Someone spills something on the first floor and it starts to come through the floorboards.
Well, it's more like, did someone's sink upstairs get clogged, and now it's clogging my sink, you know? That's
Yeah.
more what it is. It's not like a spilling thing. I mean, I've never dealt with that, Nate. Don't put that idea in someone's head here. Okay, are we done on skiing? Any other questions about skiing?
No, I think the skiing.
That's been played out at this point. Yeah. What's the next question?
I thought there was going to be a good pun though. You know, it's like a skiing ship has sailed, but like something with skiing terms rather than like nautical terms.
The
Are
ski
we
is
out over our
by.
skis on this? Yeah, we're out.
It is slid by.
Is a calzone an Italian quesadilla?
I'll lean towards yes on this one, maybe.
No, it's like it's this whole like it's like sealed kind of.
Ooh, that's something I've never heard of. It's a sealing factor?
Well, I mean like it's sealed, but or that is what you're saying. That I said.
Like if you call it a dinner-oriented Italian pastry.
Yeah, just like the sides are sealed, you know, versus a quesadilla, you have like a clear like top and bottom. But
well, I only say because I've never heard someone argue that way about how it's sealed versus not sealed. No one's ever mentioned that before. So
he's pretty persuasive. I'm leaning towards no now.
Oh, perfect. Get everyone on the.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go no on calzone Italian quesadilla. Brookie or crowny?
I don't know what either of those mean.
Brookie. Do you want me to repeat it?
Sure.
I can repeat it. Brookie or crowny? Does that change any opinions? Or bring up any thoughts?
Ooh.
Do you understand the question?
I'm still not sure I do.
Tyler, do you understand the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can someone explain?
Yeah, explain it. John understands, but he just needs you to explain it for everyone else here. But John,
for the listeners, for everyone at home,
it's for the listeners,
for everyone at home.
The debate's just the name, right? There's no real difference.
Well, that's up to you. I mean,
Okay, well, I'm assuming that they're referring to the same thing, which is like a cookie and a brownie mixed.
Oh.
I've literally never heard crowny until like a minute ago when you said the word crowny. So,
well, I've never heard of either, but I'll just go with whatever Tyler goes with on this one.
Wow, have your own opinion, John. I mean, come on.
No, John is now a devoted follower of me. He will agree with all of my opinions.
He's cast his persuasive spells on me.
Yeah.
I can't disagree anymore.
All right, Brookie. Cars or Mars?
I guess Mars. I don't know.
What he said.
Jesus.
You know, like, are you saying would we rather be able to go to Mars or have cars? Then
Yeah, I was thinking. Is that what you meant, Daniel?
No, there's no meaning to this one. It's just.
Oh, okay.
Does red mean stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Universally, red means stop.
Oh,
Well, don't
universally,
they?
I don't. Well,
Doesn't it,
I don't know if I can say that, but
in China? Doesn't it mean like good fortune or something? Isn't that why a lot of their doors are red? Could have sworn I read that somewhere.
Where'd you read it?
Dude, I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
FakeNews.com.
No, I'm looking this up now. No, you're not gonna gaslight me into thinking that I'm wrong. No.
No, you're right. I was just. Yeah, that's why I like all the little red envelopes. You get.
Yeah.
Those are red. Okay. Next question. Have you ever used your credit card on something for less than $1?
I feel like I might have.
Yeah, I think I might have. Yeah, because those little those tiny packs of trail mix that are like 75 cents from a vending machine. That might be. I might have done that a couple times.
Oh yeah, I think I've spent 75 cents at a vending machine with a credit card.
Yeah, that's the only time I could think of though.
Did vending machines just take a jump in popularity when they added the credit card feature?
Probably. I mean, who?
Yeah.
There's a large period of time where most vending machines just didn't get any traffic, probably because most people aren't carrying cash. But then they didn't have the card feature rolled out.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about the vending machine side hustle?
Oh god.
What's that?
I feel like I haven't seen it that frequently, but I've seen occasionally you see one of those side hustle influencers whose influencing account is probably a side hustle of its own, trying to get people to pay for some seminar where they can teach them whatever shit they're saying. But they do this thing where they're like, this is the cost of a vending machine, and then they go and they basically just buy a vending machine and find a place to set it up, and then there are people that have multiple vending machines in multiple locations. Anyways, you see this shit on Instagram or something. You see this shit on some sort of social media, right? Where someone's talking about their weird side hustle. And I've seen quite a few vending machine things. And I was like, there's no way, everywhere has a vending machine. There's no way people are actually going out and buying a vending machine and then driving it around, asking places to but I guess people do it. It seems like a young person thing to do, I guess. Cause I was in Sam's Club and I saw this young couple going through and buying their vending machine restocks. I was like, oh my god, people actually do it.
Wait, vending machine restocks? So what are they? Because I assume that's how you have to do it to make a profit, right? You buy stuff in bulk, but
yeah.
How did you know that they were vending machine restocks though? They have it bundled at Sam's Club or something?
No, because they were getting, basically I just passed by them and I heard them talking about putting the stuff in the vending machine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't just see a couple buying large amounts of drinks and be like, you know what? I know they're putting that shit in a vending machine. There's no way there's no way these people are going to a party or something.
Too much variety.
Yeah. No, but they just I just passed by them and I heard them say that. I was like, wow, that's actually, because they were our age, maybe a year or two younger. And I was like, people really do just the vending machine side hustle. I don't know.
Well, I have to wonder too if they might just own a business, I don't know, golf course or something, and they're like, okay, well, we have one on property. Let's make sure it's always.
Yeah. Well, because whenever I saw one of those things initially, I thought my first thought was what if someone sees this thing and then they're like, this is a great idea. They drop all their savings on a vending machine and they go and they can't find a place to put it.
Yeah,
Or they
that's what I
find a
was about to
place,
say, because you would have to own the property, right? Yeah. You can't
or
just
like
put
you
it
get
anywhere.
the owner to agree to it in some form, right? Or you set it up somewhere
Well,
and then it just like gets zero use, and then you paid like a few $1,000s to like plus the like stocking of it to get nothing.
yeah, and then you have to pay the owner if you have to pay the owner your cut. Their cut of like what, $1 out of the $2 that you made on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's silly to me.
I think we can end it there. We can end the show there. We can't get any better than this vending machine side hustle conversation, I don't think. So,
Yeah. So anyways, if you guys want to invest in vending machines with
I didn't know this was a thing. I just had to look into this more.
Oh, the vending machine side thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not very online, so that's probably why. But, yeah, I guess I didn't realize this was the thing that people were doing.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, that shit's like $3,000 plus to get a vending machine.
Ooh.
That's like kind of a high setup cost, I feel.
Take ages to recoup that cost. Unless maybe it's like one of those ones in Japan, where they have like damn near anything. They'll have like 20, 30, 40, $50 worth items probably in it, just like the most random shit.
Oh yeah. There are some cool vending machines though. Like
Yeah.
weird stuff in them. I don't know that I would ever get anything from them, but
Yeah, me neither.
All right. Thanks, guys, for coming on. Was there anything else you wanted to cover outside of vending machines before we head out? Anything you need to mention?
I think I'm good.
I'm gonna have
we
to
can go
disclose
around
a conflict of interest here real quick. No,
Oh, yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
All right. All right. Thanks for coming on.